Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Interlagos. It's a qualifying session for a 30-plus driver race at RaceDepartment, and we're currently riding with Florian Visa. Now, Florian's been putting some great times in practice, so as he comes down to the start-finish line again for his first hot lap, let's see how he does. Florian will be hitting approximately 150, maybe even 155 with the slipstream at the end of the start-finish straight. And again at the end of this straight should be hitting a similar sort of speed. It's got a difficult circuit in Interlagos. We've got very fast start-finish straight and a long straight after that, but the mid-section's very twisty, very slow corners. But getting a good setup for this track is not easy at all. Apologies, just got a technical hitch with the game, so just going to quickly reload the game. We're back in a moment. We'll be back shortly, gentlemen. Please hold on. I'm just loading into the game now. And we're back. Apologies for that technical issue there. Hopefully we'll not have any more. Had a couple of crashes in AMS this evening, but it is early access, so I guess it's to be expected a little bit. So anyway, we're back up and running. Let's see how the qualifying's going. So Florian Visa has indeed got pole position at the moment with a 1:27.5. And he's currently out on the track, so let's get following Florian. He's following crossing start finish straight there. His engine's smoking, so I don't know if he's running very high rev. If he Well, clearly he's not going to be doing another hot lap. He'll be back to the pits for that one. Let's see who else is out on track. We've got Tuomas Lankinen in second place, just coming around for his hot laps. So let's see how Tuomas does. So Tuomas Lankinen's going out on the pits, and coming around behind him is fourth place Dan O'Neill, who's just coming in. He'll be on a hot lap, I think, there. So let's switch over to Dan. So riding with the head cam effectively now with Dan O'Neill. We just have a temporary car there. We'll just reset that once we get down across the start-finish line. We'll make that car reload, but let's see how quick this lap is for Dan. I believe it was a hot lap. 1:27.949 was his previous best. I don't think he beat that. Either that or it wasn't a hot lap, not certain there. So we'll just reload all the car textures there. Just bear with us one moment. So only 55 seconds left of qualifying. Providing drivers cross the start-finish line before the time runs out, they'll be able to continue round, and that final lap will count. So Florian just come across the start-finish line here. 1:27.513. Florian was getting low 1:27s in practice, so yeah, he's got one more hot lap left. He'll be able to possibly improve on that. Only 0.1 behind him is Andreas Ehrlich. Third place currently, Kazdar Karim. And fourth place is Arne Frieseder. We are riding with Arne Frieseder as he comes round the last main corner. It's a fast uphill drag to the start finish. Let's see if Arne can get a better time. Looks like he's on a good lap. We'll see. This will be his last opportunity to put in a hot lap, and the time for qualifying has run out. But as Arne was already out on circuit, he can complete the lap. Yes, and Arne has improved there, 1:27.5, just at 0.02 behind Florian. And just as I say that, Jose Lima has gone into pole position. So let's give you the run through of the finishing the last few cars coming across the start-finish line. So in pole position we have Florian Visa, and second place we have Jose Lima. Then we have Arne Friesener. I've just been told that twice on TeamSpeak how to pronounce that correctly. But I can't multitask, I'm a man, so I'm sure I've got that wrong. We've got in fourth place Kazdar Karim. We have fifth Thomas Lankinen. Sixth Dan O'Neill. Seventh place we have Hampus Soderberg. Eighth place Franklin Stegink. Ninth place Antonio Q. 10th Erhan Javoski. 11th Eric Martin. 12th Miguel Muniz. 13th Ricardo Martins. 14th Kreshnik Halili. 15th Steve Kenwood. 16th Bart Zverink. 17th Christian Militza, and 18th Phil Shillito. 19th Steve Legales, 20th Maverick Jones, and 21st Nuno. Sorry, the screen's just reloading there, so the rankings have changed. Have a look. No, it's rolled over into warm-up, so I can't give you the final positions there towards the latter end of the field. We have over 30 drivers, I believe. Let's just check the total number we've got here. 32 racing, myself making up 33rd. Obviously, I won't be out on track tonight. Right, so into warm-up, just coming end of the warm-up, 13 seconds left to go, and then the race proper will be on. There's going to be a formation lap, followed by a standing start tonight. So whilst we're waiting for the server to roll over to the race, if you haven't followed the Race Department channel, then please do so now. We're aiming for 600 followers. We're on 563 at the moment. So if you haven't followed already, then just click that follow button and see if we can get to the 600 target. So the server's rolled over to race now. Let's get out there for the formation lap. So here we are following Florian Visa as the warm-up lap starts. We'll attempt to run you through the field again. Let's go with that. Let's see if I can get Arna's name correct this time. We'll give it a go. So Florian Visa in pole position. Jose Lima in second place. Arne Friesener in third place. In fourth place, Andreas Ehrlich. In fifth place, Kazdar Karim. In sixth place, Thomas Lankinen. In seventh place, we have Dan O'Neill. And in eighth place, we have Alex Didomencantonio. In ninth place, we have Hampus Soderberg. 10th, Franklin Stegink. 11th place, Antonio Q. 12th place, Erhan Javoski. 13th place, Eric Martin. And in 14th, we have Miguel Muniz. 15th, Ricardo Martins, and 16th, Kreshnik Halili. Followed by, in 17th place, Steve Kenwood, 18th, Bart Zverink. In 19th, Christian Militza, And then 20th we have Phil at Shillitoe. I'm just hearing that we may have a server issue. We're hoping that it's just a synchronization glitch. And it doesn't look like it's gone straight to race there with a synchronization issue. Everybody's formed up on the grid there, so with a bit of luck we're going to be okay. We're just waiting for the start now, and I believe we had a new follower there. Thank you very much for clicking the follow button. Do apologise here for the delay. It looks like we've got a server issue. Just trying to work out whether the server's going to roll over to the race or not. Okay, not sure quite what happened there. We seem to be unlucky tonight with the bugs kicking in with Automobilista. But hopefully in a moment we're going to restart the formation lap and everybody will keep their qualifying positions. I'd say the admins are just investigating there. Here we go, restart warm-up has just been triggered. So hopefully that'll roll over fairly quickly. It's only a minute warm-up. And we'll be back on the track shortly. So we're just on the warm-up, the 1 minute warm-up. Fingers crossed for the restart. With a bit of luck, a server will roll over correctly, formation lap will run, and we'll actually get to see some racing here tonight at Interlagos. The warm-up's just finishing now. Any moment the server will roll over into the race session. Okay, the server has rolled over onto the race. So we've got the 30 seconds whilst the cars and the players get to tweak their setups one last moment or load a setup ready for a race. So once again, we're on the formation lap. Fingers crossed for a clean lap this time. No server issues. So Florian there in the dark blue and orange car. We have Jose Lima behind, silver and yellow. Arne Frienzena in the white and black car. Andrea Serlik there in 4th place on the grid in the red car, number 86. So as they come round onto the grid positions to form up. Franklin stegging there, trying to get some heat into his tyres. The tail end of the grid comes through. Form up, the leader's already on the grid, we're waiting to go. The red lights are coming on. When they go off, the race will start, and they're going. A lot of tyre smoke. Looks like the field's mostly away cleanly there. But Florian will probably hold on to first place into turn 1. With Jose Lima, he had the inside line, but Florian had the space to turn in and get the apex. Looks like most of the drivers got off the grid. I don't believe anybody's been left behind. No incidents, no stalling on the grid there. As the whole field passes through. Riding with Andreas Ehrlich there, quite close behind Kazdar Karim. Although Kazdar looks like he got a good exit on that previous corner. Let's see how Andreas does down the start to finish straight. He may be picking up a bit of a slipstream here. A lot of smoke there under braking from Arne. Oh, we have a new follower, Paolo Gomez, Mad Motorsport. Thank you for following. Andrews certainly getting very close to Kazdar there, all over the back of Kazdar, but Kazdar holds the line, keeps the position in 4th place. Another follower, who have we got this time? M4R3553, thank you very much for following this evening. Okay, let's move a few places back. So right now with Franklin Stagink here. And we're just getting used to the, obviously, the extra fuel that they're carrying today. It's very hard to get that slipstream into the start-finish straight. So although it is an overtaking opportunity into turn 1, if you can't get, you really need the driver ahead of you to get a bad exit on the last corner for you to be able to get that slipstream. Oh, we have an incident further back. Let's go and have a look here. Going with Erhan Jarovski here, right next to Dan O'Neill. Wheel-to-wheel racing there. And no, somebody went off. I saw some smoke. I'm not sure who it was. Dan would take the corner. Erhan running a little wide there, but he did have not a great line through the corner, but he put pressure onto Dan. Again, Dan makes a little mistake there. Erhan manages to draw up next to him, but it's so twisty through that section. There's no real opportunity to make a pass. As we come round onto the start-finish straight, Erhan very close, but he just drifted ever so slightly wide, getting a little bit of wheel spin, I think, onto the grass. Not sure if he's going to be able to pick up the slipstream enough to make a passing move into turn 1. There we go, he's going up, attempted to go up the inside, he's got the corner. Some great racing there from Dan. And Erhan, yes, Erhan takes 10th place there. We have one more follower, Esper Matt. Thank you for following tonight. Okay, let's move a little bit further down the field. Have a look, find some action, some close racing lower down. Okay, so riding with Steve Legales. Only a few, say 20 or 30 metres ahead, not more than that. We have Ramon Vanarin and then John Suter in front of him there. Those three drivers quite close, although there is in front of John Suter, there's quite a gap formed up between John in 13th place and Ricardo Martins in 12th. And Erhan Jarovski, I see, is now up into 8th place. So either we've had some incidents, or some people have run wide, or he's caught up people very, very quickly. Yes, I see, so right, so there's a great fight going here. Erhan Jarovski, Tuomas Lankinen, and Alex Didomencantonio. 3 wide at one point there into the corner. So Erhan has managed to hold on. He's up to 7th place when we were watching him just a few moments ago, battling with Dan O'Neill. And within, I think it's within the same lap, by the end of the lap, he is now up to 7th place. So Erhan is making some great speed here. Go and ride with Dan O'Neill, who's close behind Alex. Picking up the slipstream here down, he's going to be able to go up the inside, goes to the outside. Alex Cantonio defending well there, and Dan hold it around the outside, will have the inside on the next corner. Oh, he's lost it. It's very, very close racing. Not sure if they just clipped each other or locked wheels. It's unfortunate for Dan there. So he recovered well, didn't get involved with anybody else. Unfortunately, Dan now back into 11th place. So riding with Eric Martin now in 20th place. There's quite a big group of drivers there as Eric attempts to go round Sven Arne Andersen, and he gets the pass. Just behind we have Hampus Soderberg and Christian Militzer there battling away. Riding now with Hampus Soderberg, he's all over Sven Arne Andersen there. Sven getting a poor exit, he's going up the inside. Hampus, will he be able to make it stick? Yes, Sven isn't able to come back round on the exit, so Hampus Soderberg now up to 19th place. Yeah, towards the back of the field, it is incredibly busy. If we see Steve Kenwood going up there into 23rd place. But Kreshnik Halili has got the slipstream. Will he be able to take the place up the inside? A lot of smoke from Kreshnik there, but he's got the place. There's an incident there. I don't know who it was at Span. Sven Arne Andersen, unfortunately, Span right in front of a group of cars. Who else has been got involved with that? We've got Maverick Jones there. Unfortunately, got contact there as they went through the first corner. Almost inevitable, although the drivers are being very respectful of each other's space with such a large group of drivers all racing for position. One little mistake and they all bunch up. It's some exciting racing, but a shame to see two drivers unfortunately losing quite a few places there. So it looks like 5th, 6th and 7th are having a good race. So 5th is Franklin Stegink, Andreas Ehrlich and Erhan Jaworski. So let's move the camera around to them. And Erhan Jaworski is really putting a lot of moves on tonight, climbing up the field very quickly, up to 6th place. We just caught him going past Andreas Ehrlich. Let's go and take a look at the battle between Steve Kenwood and Paul Fenwick there. They look, according to the timings, they're very close. Yes, there's Paul. They were closer a second ago, so I think Paul just made a little mistake there. The gap seems to have opened up slightly. Still within a second of Steve Kenwood. riding with Thomas Lankinen now, looking back towards Ramon van Rijn. And let's take a look at Jose Lima. We're coming, the lead has already gone past a few drivers, so a few people have been lapped already. Let's have a look. Jose is coming up to position 27th. Unfortunately, my position board there only goes up to position 26. So there are unfortunately, I think 4, maybe 5 drivers who aren't shown in the listings there. So Jose Lima just catching up to Halili. Halili may be getting the blue flag shortly. Now Halili was much higher up in the field, so I don't know if he's had an incident or been forced to pit early. So far everybody's still on track. We haven't had anybody quit the race. Or just as I say that, I just see one name appearing on the top there. Hampus Soderberg is so had some sort of incident, either left the server or had an incident that's taken him out of the race. Oh, and hopefully that didn't hold up Jose Lima too much there, as Halili just slid and had a little moment in that corner. Kazdar Karim also got past there. Just closed them up a little bit, so Kazdar Karim and Jose Lima having a really good fight. Will Kazdar be able to get the slipstream here? Certainly gaining, but not quite close enough. Oh, he's very late braking there from Kazdar. He's going to run wide, and Jose Lima, I'm sure, will take that place back after Kazdar's run wide. And Arne Freienzena is up into 3rd place there after that mistake by Kazdar. Arne there, very close to Jose. He made a very good sequence of corners there through the first one. Got a great run into the midsection, the twisty section. So Arne there, he had the slipstream from Jose, but Jose must have quite a low downforce setting because he managed to hold on around the outside. Some really good driving there from Jose. Arne had the inside line, but had to give Jose space, and Jose holds on to that place. So it looks like Jose may have a very quite a low downforce setting, because even with the slipstream, Arne is only just gaining on him. But that will certainly help Arne through the twisty midsection. And while we've been watching the battle there between Arne and Jose, Erhan Javoski is now up into a 5th place, so still moving up through the field. And we have a spinner there. Who's that? Oh, Kazdar Karim there's a spun. Doesn't look like he's going to get any damage. He's back on the track. There was a frightening moment, I'm sure, there for Alex as Karim came back on track, but they managed to avoid each other. So again, if we ride with Arne, we'll see. I'm not sure if Arne's going to get the slipstream here, so... And Arne is pitting. I think it's one of our first pit stops, so Arne coming in for tyres. Maybe he's been feeling like he's being slowed down a little bit by Jose, so coming in early for the pit stop. Let's see how long this takes him. So looking like it's probably going to be a two-stop strategy for most drivers tonight. And it was a quick stop there by Arne. He's back into 12th place, sliding a little bit there, weaving as he took the power to get back on there on the rev limiter. And back onto the track shortly. He's dropped down to 14th now. Eric Martin will be the next person to be coming past shortly. Oh no, he's through on the exit, slightly quicker exit out of the pit lane there. He's managed to get back into 13th place, so Arne, the first pit there. So that puts Erhan Jaworski, who we've heard quite a lot of this evening, he's up into 3rd place. Ingemar Patterson there behind, but Ingemar is back in 25th place, so he's been lapped by the leaders. Still in the race there. And Jose Lima, I believe, must be in the pits because he is now back in 8th place. Yes, there we are, Jose in the pits now, so the 2nd and 1st place drivers are both pitted. Let's see how Jose comes out on the track. Sorry, apologies, it wasn't 2nd and 1st, 2nd and 3rd place drivers. So Jose coming back out. How will he come out in relation to Arne, who has also had his pit stop? So he's made it back out in front of Arne. We have Jose come out in 10th place, Arne still back in 12th. So that puts John Suter up to 9th place as we ride with Jose. And Jose will be on cold tyres, but he'll have the advantage of less wear on them once you can get some heat put in. Jose is round John. Probably a wise move there by John. He could have held on the place for quite a few more corners, I'm sure. But battling with somebody will just lose both of you a lot of time if it's much quicker just to let somebody who's obviously faster past and drive your own race rather than just trying to keep somebody behind you all the time. So that was the position. John Suit now in 10th place. Okay, so it looks like a lot of drivers come into the pits now. Jose Lima up into 4th place. Sanjay Ehrlich now in 1st. Kazdar Karim in 2nd, Florian Visa in 3rd. I don't think any of the top 3 have pitted yet. No, I think Florian has pitted. I think Florian's pitted and come back out on the track. We see quite a few drivers coming out of the pit lane there. Miguel Muniz. And that Steve Legal is coming round at the first corner through the sequence. And Franklin Stagig not far behind. So the field really getting mixed up here with drivers who've pitted and some that haven't. Let's go and ride with Alex Parker, who is in 18th place, but only very close behind Bart Zverink. Closing up right there, very close on the braking. Oh, I can see Miguel Muniz is out of the race. I'm not sure what's happened, but Miguel, who was doing quite well, has just left the race. Alex running very wide there, managed to keep control of the car though. And this is one, Ollie Zarok's. Riding now with Eric Martin. Eric's got Steve Legale, only a second behind him. And he's trying to push to catch John Suter there. Close the gap a little bit through that sequence. Let's go and have a look at the battle between Dan O'Neill and Kazdar Karim. I think they've possibly just swapped places here. Riding with Dan O'Neill now up into 6th place. He's picked up a few places there after his spin early in the race. So Dan, Kazdar Karim, Alex, 6th, 7th, 8th. As you can see, all are very close there through the tight, twisty midsection of the circuit. Sven on Anderson, seeing that battle approaching rapidly, very generously let the three drivers through without affecting any of them. They all got very clean lap there. Well done, Sven. And Kazdar having a look up the inside there. He was definite contact there. There was a bit of a very pushy move, I would say. He's, I don't think either outbraked himself or not sure he really intended to come up the inside there. Unfortunately, he had contact with Dan. Dan's lost those places that he'd fought so hard to get back up. So Dan having an unlucky race so far, but he's still doing well. He's in the top 10th, considering he's had two contacts during the race. I'm not sure who was at fault with either of them, but he's doing well to hold on to a top 10 position. And we have another follower. Thank you very much for Sin XPT. Thank you very much for following today. So we're riding here from the rear wing of John Suter. That battle with John and Eric Martin still very close. As they come down the start from straight, I'm pretty sure Eric's going to have the slipstream, so we'll see if a move can be put on John there. So John taking the inside line, defending. Eric having a look. Eric will be able to get the one on the outside. It's a very hard way to go round on the outside to that corner. We'll certainly slip straight back behind John there to pick up the slipstream. And into the next corner is a very good overtaking opportunity. Eric comes through there, very clean pass, well done to both drivers. Let's go back to second and third place. Jose Lima and Arne Feyenderne still very close. Let me go and get the camera correct there. There we go. We only have 20 minutes left now. We're just over 20 minutes in this 50-minute race. I would expect all drivers now will have pitted at least once, but another pit stop I think will be needed unless they're going for a single stop strategy. Hearing from the pit team there, apparently a one-stop strategy is very difficult to do. You're going to run out of fuel almost definitely on a one-stop strategy, so I expect all drivers will be pitting again before the end of the race. And we have another follower, ladies and gentlemen, Edward Schofield. Thank you very much for following us tonight. Getting closer and closer to that 600 target, the 600 goal there for followers. 568 it says we have at the moment. So if you're listening tonight and you haven't yet followed, then please do so. Let's see if we can get our 600 targets. Oh, Jose's in a slide there. Jose and Arne very close to Arne's. Oh, Jose's lost it again, unfortunately. That battle there, the pressure from Arne finally paying off. So Jose's back on track. There'll be no damage there. He managed to avoid all the barriers, but he's back now into 5th place. let's go back and look at 15th and 16th position. Looks like a close battle going on between Steve Kenwood and John Suter, and John is also trying hard to push back up onto Simon Olizarowicz. In fact, only just behind Steve is Ricardo Martins, and well, as we see Simon there peeling off to go into the pits, so that gives John some clean air into turn 1. Riding now from the rear wing of John, Steve Kenwood there in the orange car, Ricardo Martins a little bit further back. Steve couldn't quite get enough of the slipstream there to attempt a pass move into that corner. As we head into the twisty section, very hard to get a move and overtake an opportunity in this twisty section. You need somebody really to make a mistake. And we have one more follower. Thank you. Is it Jim Mortality or J.I. Mortality? I'm not sure. The font's very small for me to read there, but thank you very much for following tonight. Oh, that's unfortunate. We see just in the background there, Ricardo Martins just losing it under power as he exited that corner. That was looking like a great three-way battle between John Suter, Steve Kenwood and Ricardo Martins. That's unfortunate for Ricardo. Let's go a few places up the field. We'll just follow John and Steve into turn 1. Doesn't look like Steve's going to get close enough to John, but I can see from the timings there that Alex Di Domencantonio and Thomas Lankinen there. Oh, just as we see Steve, unfortunately Steve has lost it under power, leaving John by himself in 14th place there. So as I say, let's move a few places higher up the field. Riding now with Alex, looking back on Thomas. Another follower. Thank you very much, Nigisba, for following. Thank you. 571 followers. Only 29 more needed for our target. Let's see if we can make it. Coincidentally, 29 is exactly how many viewers we have at the moment. So if all 29 viewers haven't followed already, then if you can click tonight to follow us, we'll hit our 600 target. So if you're watching, please follow us. So we're following now Jose Lima and Erhan Jaworski. We already know that Jose must be running a very low wing setup. He certainly has a very good straight line speed. And another follower, so my repeated request for you guys to follow is clearly paying off. Thank you very much, Trampja, for following. Thank you. 572 now. Jose there now back into 4th place after that spin earlier. We have just over 13 minutes left in this race. Now, given our suspicions about the wing setup for Jose, very good in a straight line. Let's see if Erhan can stick with Jose through the tight, twisty midsection. In fact, we can see there the top speeds are, unfortunately, it must be the curse of the commentator. Erhan there has slid off there into the turn. But as I was just about to say, you can see from the straight line speeds from the position table there on the left hand side of the display, you see that Jose has a top speed of 158 miles an hour. A few other drivers getting similar, well, only really one getting something to that. Kazdarkrim also hitting 158, and Arna also getting to 157. Most other drivers are in the 155 to 156 area. So very good in the straight line setup, and clearly Jose is able to keep control of that through the corners as well. We're riding now with Steve Legales. Steve Kenwood is close behind. Looking back from Steve Legales' rear wing there, back onto Steve Kenwood. Steve makes a good exit onto the start-finish straight there. So Steve and Steve, I'll need to give surnames so you know who I'm talking about. As we see Steve Kenwood there peeling off into the pits. I think that was one of our first of the second round pit stops there. So Steve Steve Kenwood rather, maybe deciding that he's not going to be able to get past Steve Legales there, and deciding to pit and hopefully get past Steve whilst the pit stops are in process, and Steve Legales comes in for his second stop. I've just heard from the pit team, they're letting me down, they should be telling me this information in advance. But Steve Legales has already done his second pit stop, so you can ignore everything I've just said. Riding now with Maverick Jones, less than a second behind Alex Parker. And we have one more follower. Thank you very much to Har on PC. To Har on PC, thank you for following this evening. So we have Ricardo Martins, not far behind is Franklin Stegink. Oh, and Ricardo there running wide. Franklin is able to take that position. And Alex Didimancantonio and Thomas Lankinen there. Obviously just had a battle for position into turn one. Thomas is very close behind Alex, and Alex is having to defend hard. So will Thomas get the inside line? He's going to have a much quicker exit. He can't make the space though. And strong at defending there by Alex. John Suter, we see he's lost a few positions. Had some sort of incident. Is that into turn 1, I think? Was it into turn 1? Into the start-finish straight, apologies, on the exit of the last corner. Let's go and take a look. Just heard that the leader is in the pit. Let's go and take a look. Yeah, so he's just catching Florian as he leaves the pits. He's completed his pit stop. So just under 6 minutes left of the race. Florian Wieser now in second place. Andreas Ehrlich in first place after Florian has pitted. Let's go and ride with Andreas there. Andreas there coming up to lap John Suter. John nicely lets him through there. Nice clean lapping move there. Andreas Ehrlich here coming to the pits, so the leader coming to the pits, so that means Florian will be back into first place. There's Florian Wieser there as you're watching come through into turn 1, so Florian back into first place. And Andreas, fresh tyres, a little bit of fuel. He's going to come back out. I think he'll be safe in second place by the time he exits the pit lane. Let's go and have a look at the fight between Eric Martin and Franklin there. I think, yes, Franklin's just taken that place. Just a fraction too late with the camera work to pick that up. One of the closer battles there, back in 18th, 19th and 20th, Alex Parker in 18th, Maverick Jones in 19th, Steve Kenwood in 20th, less than a second covering those three places with just over 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, and a big wobble there from Alex. He keeps hold of it. That's going to allow Maverick Jones to really be close. A lot of tyre smoke into the corners, a lot of pressure being applied by Maverick, so can Alex Parker keep calm, stay in control? Got 3 minutes to keep that position. Looking back from Alex Parker's wing, Maverick Jones there is going to pick in a slipstream, but he's got to be careful because Steve Kenwood is right with him, so Steve's going to be having the slipstream as well. Maverick Jones goes for the inside line, and Steve's there, goes 3 wide into the first turn. Maverick Jones and Steve Kenwood both make it through. I was worried that they would not be able to pass clean there, but great driving from everybody there. 3 wide into turn 1. Maverick Jones takes 18th place. Alex Parker unfortunately lost 2 places in the move, but will he be able to stay with Steve Kenwood, who got up into 19th place. And Steve now trying to put a move on to Maverick Jones. He goes, he's outbraked himself. A lot of smoke. Maverick Jones back on the inside. But these three still all within a second of each other as we come into the twisty midsection. This looks like one of the closest battles at this stage of the race. Very close battle between these 3 drivers. I would guess we have 2, maybe 3 laps to go. And Steve Kenwood, he gets a slide out of that corner, so Alex Parker maybe I'll be able to put a move back on. Alex Parker very close, 1 more turn. He goes to the inside, he has a look, wisely backs out of it, but will he get the slipstream into the start-finish straight? Looks like Steve's got the better exit. Let's take a look at Dan O'Neill, back in 5th place. He's done well. He's had some bad luck in this race, so he was back in 10th, I think, at one point. He's now in 5th, doing really well. As literally, just as we get the camera there, we see Jose. We know he's got great straight line speed, has put Dan back into 6th place. Dan running a little wide, but he will have had struggled to keep control of the cars. They were too wide into turn 1. So with 30 seconds left to go of this race, we have Florian Wieser comfortably in 1st place. Approximately 10 seconds back we have Andreas Ehrlich. In 3rd place Erhan Jaworski, another 10 seconds behind Andreas. Arne Freienzehner in 4th place there, only 4 seconds back from Erhan, and Jose Lima, who we're currently riding with, in 5th place. Dan O'Neill in 6th, and as the clock counts down to the end of the race, we have Kazdar Karim in 7th, Alex Didomencantonio in 8th, Thomas Lankinen in 9th, Ramon van Rijn in 10th, Franklin Stegink in 11th, Eric Martin in 12th, John Suter in 13th, Steve Legales in 14th, Simon Olizarowicz in 15th, and a few of the drivers now crossing the finish line after the clock has ended, so that is the end of the race for some of the drivers there. Riding here with Paul Fenwick here as he makes his way round the track. Florian has, sorry, not Florian, Paul Fenwick is just doing some celebratory display work there. Excellent 360s. Congratulations to all drivers who finished. We started, I believe, with 32 drivers this evening. My display is saying 24 have completed the race. Some great driving for everybody for such a large field to have 2/3 of the drivers, 2/3 of the field to complete. Not sure what happened to some of the drivers, whether they had incidents or whether they had connection issues. But a great race. So a quick rundown of the race finishes. I'm not sure how far we'll get before the server will roll over. Florian Wieser there in 1st place, Andreas Ehrlich in 2nd, Erhan Jaworski in 3rd, Arne Freienzehner in 4th, Jose Lima in 5th, Dan O'Neill in 6th, Kazdar Karim in 7th, Alex Didomencantonio in 8th, Thomas Lankinen in 9th, Ramon van Rijn in 10th, Franklin Stegink in 11th. 12th goes to Eric Martin. John Suter, our administrator for the evening, in 13th place, Steve Legales in 14th. And there we go. Unfortunately, didn't get to name check anybody else. But whilst I've been babbling on there at high speed, we've had another follower, 905 Evo. Thank you very much for following this evening. I'm not sure when you followed, but thank you very much. So that's the end of the stream this evening. We've finished with 32 viewers. Thank you very much. And 574 of followers. 26 more needed to get to our 600 target. So please join us again on our next race when that live broadcast is made, and look forward to seeing you then. Thank you very much, and good night.